Bye.
Have you seen that replay, buddy?
All right, man, I'm done talking to you. You can't be done talking to me right here facing me.
I back. Trust me, I back.
Damon! 60 G's, baby!
But I'm not impressed by your performance.
It's normal. Come on, guys. It's normal.
You'll do nothing. You'll do nothing.
I'm the man of the hour, Joe. Too sweet to be sour. What you see is what you get, and what you don't is better yet. I'm the women's pick. I'm the men's regret. And if you win against Chael Sonnen, you made a bad bet.
I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Then we are back with another episode of the Prediction Show. And my boys are here with me this evening. I got my boy Crossover MMA. I got my guy. He's in the fucking house. How's everybody doing today? Cross, let's start with you, man. How you doing, my bro?
I'm doing good. You know, I missed you boys for Dust Up Shakedown on Wednesday, and I couldn't miss the Prediction Show. It's always good to be in here with you boys. Chop it up, and I'm curious to see who y'all are going with this weekend.
Yo, it's slim pickings, man. Slim pickings, as they say, but we're going to get to that in a minute. Yao, how you doing, my boy?
I'm doing amazing. Definitely looking forward to this one. Although, Cross, if you say you know Ola's picks, are you really looking forward to seeing who we pick or seeing if you're right about who he has picked?
It's actually a little bit of both, because some weeks he surprises me, but then others I'm like, oh yeah, I knew he was doing this the whole way for sure.
Yeah, sometimes I don't even know where the hell I'm gonna go, man. You know what I'm trying to say. But hey, that's the predictions games for you people, you know, especially when you got to pick up the underdogs. But salute to everybody that's locked in with us as you start rolling, whether you're watching live, whether you're watching on playback. Please make sure you are following the guys on the panel. Make sure you're following the guys that's affiliated with the platform as well. We got the Rambling Dad, we got Making the Walk, we got S-Dogs MMA normally, we got Kick 'em in the Head over here, we got MMA Crossover, and indeed the Fight Week Show as well. Make sure you're following everyone. Make sure that you turn the notifications on so you guys can know when we drop content, because we don't want you guys missing the content. We want you supporting our content as well. So salute to everybody that's rolling in, and please make sure that you put in your picks along with us in the chat as we go through the show. Big up to everybody that's rolling in. I see Lane in the house. Hold on, let me just get to the comments. Yeah, here we go. Buttricks in the house. Yeah, man, salute to you. We got Combatics MMA. Big up on yourself. Captain Rafucho. Yeah, man. Big up. Thank you very much, Lane. We see you in the house, Lane. And yeah, where the hell is Kanye? Huh? Where's Yao Yaboa? Pull up. Bestie.
All right, just studying for an exam, I believe.
Yeah, but pull up, bestie. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Okay. Hey. We have to pull up. We have to pull up to the UK today, man. You know what I'm trying to say? The sun's out, man. So we thought, yeah, let's rock that UFC tank top. Yeah, but that's the UFC tank top right there, man. So that's how we're moving today. Yeah, we got interesting card on our hands today, boys. I mean, I don't know how you lot are feeling about this card. Let me come to you first, Cross. Like, is there any fight you're actually looking forward to on this card? Like, which one is it, if you have one?
One fight for me, probably be Nate the Train versus Morgan Charest. All of Nate Landwehr's fights are pretty entertaining. So I just would go with Nate the Train for me. And then I think he's back home. I think he's from Tennessee. So it'll be a very entertaining night from him.
Yeah, so definitely it's gonna be well, when they have the pressure on him, if he's fighting at home in front of the home crowd, that could help him. You know, that could help him. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see that one. What about you, Yao?
Look, interesting enough, I'm looking forward to seeing Chidi Bang Bang Jukani coming through. He's now on a 3-fight win streak. I think he dropped down to welterweight, and he's looking good. His Muay Thai is looking sharp. He's good in the clinch. He keeps on hitting. Like, I'm just enjoying what he's been doing over his last 3 wins. So to see him coming up against someone who's equally as experienced, almost as experienced at least, in Jake Matthews, especially with the odds being so close, that's a very interesting fight.
Yeah, man. Hey, your Lane. Yeah, you knew where I was going. You know what I was thinking, Lane. Yeah, that's the fight that I'll be looking forward to on the card. Like I said, it's slim pickings, but with Canadians, the Chuku fighting against Walker. That's Johnny Walker's brother. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see what he does, especially with Kennedy, you know, coming down from a lower weight class in 205. He ain't need no 3 years like John Bones Jones to do it, you know what I mean? But he's up in there and he's active. So we'll see. And yeah, that's not bad odds. You got there, Lane, over under on Ola picking the Nigerian. Not bad odds at all, man. You know what I mean? I'll bet the house on it. That's what I say. So, anyways, without further ado, let's get on to the first fight on the docket. And Cross is going to be giving us the live odds on the fight. And oh yeah, before we go ahead, let's remind ourselves of what that table really looking like right now, man. You know what I mean? That table is looking good to me. It's like my burrito. You know what I mean? Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. You know you
We get it, Ola. You're in first place. We get it, brother. We get it.
I like it. I like that you get it too. But you know what I mean? So Yao is behind us at 187. We got the Rambling Dad at 185. Cross at 183, not too far behind the Rambling Dad. MMA normally close behind Cross at 176, not too close. Got some distance there, actually, Cross. And normally got 6 points on Making the Walk. And Making the Walk got that precious point on Osterberries. So that's how the table is looking right now, people. Going into
how about Jack's only having like 6 dogs of the week?
That's
was
crazy.
It 6? Was it 6? Did I see that right? That's crazy, bro.
Mental.
Like, I thought I was doing
got more than him. So on average, he's actually picking better he's actually having better fight picks than Osterberries.
Yeah.
That's just missing his dog.
Yeah, just missing his day. If that boy was hitting his dogs, he'd be up there. He'd be right up there, man. But yeah, McDaniel's done really well with the dogs, though. He's always hitting them dogs, man. Serious. So we'll see who hits that dog this week, if anybody hits it. I'll be shocked if anybody hits their dog this week. But hey, only time will tell. All right, this is the very first fight on the docket, people. We got Mike Davis versus Mitch Ramirez. Mitch Ramirez coming in with a record of 8-2, and we got Mike Davis with a record of 11-3. Mike Davis fighting. Both of the fighters are fighting in the lightweight division, and both of these are fighting out of the USA as well. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Mitch Ramirez is a plus 700 underdog, and Mike Davis is a minus 1100 favorite.
Minus 1100 favorite. Okay. Oh shit! Look who here.
Oh,
the Dracula's
here.
The Dracula being, man.
What's up?
What you saying, bro? You good?
How we doing?
Yeah, man, we're here, man. We're good.
Living the dream. Thought I had time, so I thought I'd pop in and say good day.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Mate. All right. Well, hey, listen. Why you say Australia like that, man? Fuck you, no, bro. Like, Mandela must be pissed off with you right now, my guy. Don't piss Mandela off, man. For
Mandela
real. Hey. You've been doing some crazy shit that will make Mandela be fucking rolling in his grave, man. You know what I'm trying to say. But hey, we're gonna stick with you first, Cross, and then go around the table and see what everybody's picking. Yeah. What do you think, Cross?
So for me with this one, man, I think it's going to be a pretty full house on this one, man. Mike Davis, you know, just very well rounded. He's coming off that defeat in his last fight against Faraz Ziem. Tough matchup, but I think he's going to get back on track here against Mitch Ramirez. Use the wrestling, probably, you know, mix up the striking. He's got higher output than Mitch Ramirez. I think it's going to be a easy victory for Mike Davis.
Yeah, man. Well, you got something for us on that one, Leroy?
Doing shit with me, so I'm not even listening.
All right, we'll come back around to you. Yao, what are you saying on Mike Davis and Mitch Ramirez?
So, look, with odds like this, and like Cross said, you know, the work rate of Davis, there's no other way you can go. However, the one thing that's been interesting about UFC is once you see crazy odds like this, that's usually when you most likely have the underdog that could win. So, you know, this is one of those fights I'm looking at and thinking, you know what, there's actually a chance that Mitch Ramirez can do it, because those minus like over 600 odds, when it's over minus 600, it's like, okay, it's a fight. Don't get it twisted. So I'm going to go with Mike Davis, definitely. But, you know, I mean, he's coming off a loss to Faraz Ziem. There's an outside chance that Mitch Ramirez can do it, but I'm going to go with Mike Davis.
Yeah, it'd be crazy not to go with Mike Davis, man. And if you look at some of the wars that he's been in, he's definitely the more seasoned UFC fighter. He's been around for a minute. He's been in there with Borshev, fighters that we respect. That we even when we go and make picks on these fighters, you have to think carefully to pick against them. And he's gone on there and, you know, and got wins on them. So it'll be nuts to not go with Mike Davis here, man. So
before you move there, a quick one. Leroy, do we have the bot picks that we can show up? Or must I just rattle them off? Or we're not launching this week?
I mean, all I have is that spreadsheet.
Well,
yeah, let's get your AI pick. Let's get your AI pick.
Let us know.
Yeah, what you saying on your AI pick?
Well, all four of them picked Mike Davis as well. I mean, if you look at the odds across the card here, like there's some pretty serious favorites across the board, right? Mike Davis is one of them. Like minus 910 is huge. Like Fatima Klein, that's a massive one. Petrino looks like a fucking monster as well. So
yeah,
I think this one's pretty clear cut for Mike Davis. I can't imagine how it doesn't go his way.
Yeah, I completely agree with you, man. Yeah. Okay, let's go on to the next fight on the docket. Is that the next one? Yeah, it's the next one. Okay. We got Kennedy Nzechukwu versus Walter Walker. Walter Walker coming in with a record of 13-1, and Kennedy coming in with a record of 14-5. This fight is happening in the heavyweight division. Kennedy fighting out of Nigeria, and we have Walker fighting out of Brazil. What are the live odds on this one, please?
So Kennedy Nzechukwu a minus 205 favorite, and Walter Walker's a plus 170 underdog.
Oh, Walker is the underdog?
Is that a shift, is it?
I mean, what happened to this right here?
Well, the odds were done a week ago.
Oh, yeah, well, people think they're thinking very highly.
I think that's got to be a different. That's got to be for a different fight. Gotta be.
Kennedy Nzechukwu is the favorite at 142 for decimal.
Oh, yeah, okay. Like I don't think the odds were ever that big. Like plus 1200.
I think so might be wrong here.
Yeah, it must be. But moving along, Leroy, we'll come to you.
Man, like I mean, I even went with Kennedy Nzechukwu again. Although he didn't fight in the last 6 months he was supposed to. I think he's just got too much experience. I think he's really settled in well into the heavyweight division. I think he's going to keep it on the feet. I think he's going to piece him up. I think he's going to get a TKO win.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, Lane already said it earlier on. Bet the house on it. You all know where I'm going with it. You know, I'm trying to say we're going with Canadians Echuku over here, and not just because my countryman on some bias shit, even though that's the fucking case. But I think he's been handling himself relatively well since he moved up. He's looked decent enough. It definitely looks faster than some of these guys over there in the heavyweight. He can definitely move quicker than them. So for me, I don't see how. Look, Walker's is a big youth, man. You know what I mean? He's a big youth, but I think Nzechuku navigates that properly and get a decision win, maybe 29-28. I know Leroy said TKO, but yeah, I'm not that greedy. I just want his arms raised, man. So I'm gonna go with the 29-28.
Echuku got big hands, man. He's got a big fucking hands, and he's got a reach on him. I mean, Walter Walker's got a reach on him as well. But I pull up that card again. Where is it?
Yeah,
they're both big boys, but I just think that he's going to be able to sit on the outside and just piece him up and find victory that way.
Yeah, it'd be mad. What are you saying, Yao?
So I'm going with most likely TKO victory. Like Leroy just said, just piecing up Walter Walker. Walter's got the power. He can be dangerous, but I think the experience of Kennedy is what's really going to play through. Walter hasn't really been through any real wars in the UFC so far, and the competition he's beat hasn't been at the highest level. So I'm definitely going with Kennedy. I think the experience, the skill, how he moves, his defense against a fight like Walter Walker is definitely what's going to make it happen for him.
Also, as a note, all 4 bots also have Kennedy and Echuku.
Oh, well, Cross.
Wait, have we explained which the bots are by any chance, Leroy? Because we have 4, but who are the 4?
I haven't. So if you haven't, then we haven't.
Okay, so I think do you want to do it, Leroy? Should I do it real quick?
Sure. So we have 4 bots. We have one bot that both Head Kick Pod and myself worked on to create. I mean, mostly he did it, but it was a joint effort somewhere. And then we also we're going to compare them to the mainstream AIs out there. So we have one from X, it's ZGrokDog. Then we've got ChatGPT, TapGPT. Then we got Gemma. So we're going to compare them and see how they all rack up over the. We're gonna try this out for a month. We're gonna do predictions every single time. See how they come together, and hopefully, I mean, we have the advantage because we can keep fine tuning our model to do better.
Right.
But yeah, it's just another element. It'll be on the scorecards. Like there'll be an additional section here where you'll see how the bots are doing and how they're weighing up. It's not going to be like it's any competition with you guys because they're all going to be starting from 0 points. So there won't be any competition on that factor, but you'll be able to see their stats. So when you hear
the percentages,
like you'll be able to, it's just more data for you guys as well, right? More data for us, more data for you.
Yeah.
Sweet. I've been wanting to do something like that, so I think that's dope.
Yeah, there's some more shit in the works that we're cooking up, and Yao has some really good ideas, and I want to see them come to light. But we're still in that early stage, so we're just getting a feel for it, seeing how it plays out.
Gotcha. That's dope.
Hey, people, when I tell you that Leroy got some of the best minds when it comes to this shit, when it comes to this technical shit, he's done some different thing, man. He's militant with it, and
I gotta tell you, this is all Yao. I'm very much sitting as a, what do you call it? I'm on the bench on this one. He just stops me when he needs a break.
He's a passenger. He's just passenger. He's just a co-pilot.
He just riding shotgun. He just riding shotgun. But
I'm just here
I
for
mean,
the glory.
no, this is my experience in terms of like when we've just pitched some shit, and then all of a sudden, yeah, I say some shit, and then I leave it at that. You literally make it happen. You know, I'm trying to say. So that's more what I was speaking to. And you saying you want to see that shit come to light? Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Dope.
I'm definitely looking forward to it, man. Big up Olin in the house. You want to bring him up, Leroy?
Thank you, Jack.
Oh shit, it's here. Let's go.
Let's go, boys. How we doing?
What's going on, Olin?
What's
man, I saw you guys having such a good time. I just had to join in on the fun.
Right. We were just talking about some of the ideas that that Yao and Leroy are working on. So we're just looking forward to see it. Big up AFC, always big up Grimy, making the walk in the house. Thank you very much, guys, for pulling up. And yeah, we'll see your comments and put your winning fighters in the comment as we move along. All right. Before we go right to Olin, I'm going to come to Cross for your pick on Nzechukwu versus Walker.
So for me, Kennedy, I think he's
sorry to cut you off. Just so you know, Kennedy and Nzechukwu is not American. Just throwing that out there.
Got you. But for me, like Kennedy's look way better at heavyweight from moving up from light heavyweight. I think his takedown defense is something else we got to think about, because for me, Walter Walker does his thing getting the takedowns and being on the ground. I think trying to get Kennedy down is going to be an issue for him. And then Kennedy's got that 4-inch reach advantage. He fights very long, a lot of teeps to the body, the jabs. And I think he just gets it done on the feet. So I'm going Kennedy and Nzechukwu.
Okay.
Olin?
I actually agree. I think he's definitely looked a lot better at heavyweight. He's the power definitely carries from light heavyweight to heavyweight for him. And this is just not an easy matchup, right? Like, I feel like Walter Walker is definitely the better of the walkers. And Cross painted a great picture. He's going to go for the takedowns early. And I think that's going to be the deciding factor of how this fight goes. If he's able to get Kennedy to the ground, it's going to be a rough night for him. And I hope he packed a lunch. But I mean, gun to my head, dude, I'm leaning towards Walker. Honestly, I think he's going to end up just utilizing the skill set that he brings to the table, as well as the slight height advantage. He has a reach deficit, which is crazy, right? He's an inch taller, but there's like a 4-inch, 5-inch fucking reach disadvantage. But the thing is, like, Kennedy, he throws such loaded shots. When he throws, he doesn't use the reach like a lot of these fighters that do come in with a reach advantage like that, right? Because he loads up so much, I don't think that's going to play so much of a part. So I'm taking Walker. I think he gets him down early, holds him there, and then possibly ends up sinking in a submission.
Okay. There you have it, folks. And we're going to head on to the next fight on the card. Just bring that up.
Yeah, that's something to consider as well, Cross. And he's got a good clinch game.
Mm-hmm. Elbows, knees, real nasty in the clinch.
Yeah. Okay, we got Chris Curtis versus Max Griffin. Max Griffin coming in with a record of 20-11. Curtis coming in with a record of 31-12. Both of these guys fighting out of the USA. And this fight, let's note it, is happening in the welterweight division. So Chris Curtis is actually dropping down from 85 to 70 for this particular bout. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Max Griffin is a plus 260 underdog, and Chris Curtis is a minus 325 favorite.
325 favorite.
Being a big shift towards Chris Curtis there.
That's crazy. That's crazy. But I'm gonna come to Yao. I'm gonna come to you first, and then we'll go around the table. What are you saying, Yao?
So this one was tricky for me because if you lose to Kelvin Gastelum, I don't rate Kelvin that much, especially in the last couple of years, at least the last 4 years since the Izzy fight. If you lose to him, for me, I don't know. And Chris Curtis lost to him 2 years ago. So for me, that puts him, on the back foot in this fight. But then again, you've got Max Griffith, who is win, lose in his last fight. Meaning he's primed for a win if we look at his record. So outside of the actual skills, I'm looking at more in this fight how they performed over their last few fights. And quite frankly, Chris just doesn't seem to be able to finish his fights the right way to actually get it done. So with all that said, I'm going with Chris Curtis simply because I think he might get this one done. But as much as the odds have him as a big favorite, once again, I don't think it's that big. I don't think it's that certain. He tends to make mistakes. He's on a 2-fight losing streak already. That messes with your head. Max Griffith is looking to come off a loss, which he usually does and wins. So for me, Chris Curtis, but Max Griffin, definitely a dog worth taking.
Leroy, what are your thoughts on this one?
So I think this fight's going to be really close. A lot of what you just said, is the way. I'm personally going to be going back in Chris Curtis just because I'm a fan. I like Chris Curtis. But Max Griffin's a dog as well, and I think he'll keep it pretty fair. I mean, Lane's on point here. I think Max can keep this very close, thinking split. I think it'd be along those lines. It could be really boring, or it could be like a technical slugging fest. You're on mute, by the way, Ollie.
Oh no, I keep myself on mute. I'm just reacting on my end. I can't help reacting. I just didn't want to cut into other people's time.
Well, why are you talking now, Olin? Tell us what you're thinking.
I mean, I can't help but agree with both guys that have already spoken, and Lane in the chat is just honestly spitting complete facts, man. I think it's going to be a very, very close fight. I'll be honest, the odds shift, I don't understand the amount of money coming in on Chris Curtis. Like, I say that as a Chris Curtis fan. It just doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't seem right. Yeah, I agree. Like, I feel like there should be a lot of people hedging these bets and playing some kind of line on Max Griffin. Max by decision, like, yeah, he's worth a sprinkle, and he's a heavy dog right now. Again, for no apparent reason to my knowledge, unless there's some underlying injury that none of us know about, which I don't know if you saw his post last night. Like, he looks like he's in great shape cutting weight right now, or making weight rather, because he made weight. And my biggest worry was going to be Chris making weight. Like, he hasn't made this weight since what, 2019, 2020, I believe. Like, it's been a long time. So how does he handle it? Right. I know he used to fight at this weight class, but he also got beat more often than not at this weight class when he was in PFL. Nothing in my heart is telling me that this is a safe bet on either side.
It's what messed up GSP.
What's that?
He went up. GSP went up to 185, fought, and then came back down to 170. He had
100%. It changed him. Like, it changed the way he fought. It changed the way his reaction time, everything. So if that happens to Chris Curtis, and I don't know if you guys remember what Dustin Poirier used to look like at featherweight. I used to have a joke with my boys where, like, it wasn't a Dustin Poirier fight at featherweight until he got dropped, because he'd get dropped every fucking fight. So you're deteriorating the lining around that jaw just as much as you're deteriorating the fat around your the rest of your body. I'm worried for him, but I'm still banking on Chris Curtis getting this done. He's my pick.
Yeah, I'm going to be going with Griffin on this one. It's going to be my first underdog, and that's simply because of how close I think this fight is. I think this fight is way closer than what the lines are suggesting. I'm looking at over 2.5 rounds towards Griffin, because Griffin can really get. It can really rack up the work in there. And Chris Curtis is a busy fighter, which is why a split is a very, very good analysis there by Lane. So
and both of them can take a flogging too, eh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, both of them get busy. They get busy, and it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a fun fight, because Chris Curtis, he's never really in a boring fight, whether he wins or lose. He's not called the action man for nothing. So for me, I think we're gonna get a fun fight from that. But I'm gonna be leaning towards Max Griffin for the sake of my underdog picks, because it's slim pickings out here, and we know he rocks with making the walk as well, man. So yeah, man, why not? You know what I mean? Let's go with Max Griffin. Okay. Has everybody been? Cross?
No.
Cross been? All right.
No.
Right, Cross.
I was just waiting for it to happen.
That's gonna be my new thing before I move on. I'm asking, is everybody been?
You learn it.
That's gonna be my new thing.
But for me,
I was trying not to come off mute and say something. I was gonna say, see, I'm not the only person that accidentally skips people, bro.
Mm-hmm. I do that shit on the regular. Guilty as charged. Yeah, what do you think?
But for me here, I can't believe I'm bringing myself to say this. I'm taking my first underdog pick, going with Ola here. A lot of value on Max Griffin. As we saw in Chris Curtis' fight with Jack Hermanson, like you can frustrate him if you can keep him at range, use a lot of footwork, circle the octagon. And I think that's definitely Max Griffin's style. So I think he's going to use a lot of that. And then when Chris Curtis looks to close the distance, Max Griffin occasionally mixes in that takedown in the clinch a little bit. And I just think this is going to be a very close fight. Take the over for sure. But yeah, I'm going with Max Griffin.
Also worth mentioning, by the way, the Dogbot 95 is the only one that went with Max Griffin. That's Dogbot 95's Yao and mine, the bot. The other three went with Chris Curtis.
Right. Okay, let's move on to the next one on the docket. We have Jake Matthews versus Chidi Jokani. Chidi Jokani coming in with a record of 25-10, and we got Jake Matthews with a record of 21-7. This fight is happening in the welterweight division, and we got Matthews fighting out of Australia and Chidi fighting out of the United States. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Jake Matthews is a plus 135 underdog, and Chidi and Chokawani is a minus 160 favorite.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're up, Leroy.
Aussie.
What do you got for the people?
Aussie. Underdog gets it done.
That's
that being said, Tap GPT was the only one who picked Jake Matthews. That's all I got to say. Look, you're only going to get biased bullshit from me on this one.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm not even contesting it, bro. I'm not even contesting it. What about you, Olin?
Well, I mean, look, I'll be completely honest with you boys, because Mama didn't raise a liar. This is my dog of the week, big guy. Straight up, I like Jake Matthews. I've been watching him since The Ultimate Fighter. Me and Miss Mary been watching him since The Ultimate Fighter. We used to call him Buffton Bieber because he looked like fucking Justin Bieber back in the day when he was a child in the UFC. I know once you see him, you're gonna be like, okay, I see it. And look, I mean, he's had a tough run. I feel like we've literally watched him grow up inside of the octagon, and that's saying something. And he has grown up inside of the octagon. His skills continue to get better. And again, he's not been given an easy path by any means. Like Phil Rowe, not an easy outing, but he still made it past him by unanimous decision. Michael Morales, nobody wants to fight that guy for good reasons. He did it. He still didn't get finished by the guy. Guy had to take him to decision, and it was a pretty competitive fight, if I remember correctly. His boxing continues to get better, and in this fight, I think that's what we're going to see on display. Chidi and Chukwani, he's an absolute beast. He's got fucking strength in both hands. But Jake Matthews, the Celtic Kid, he's very durable. And also his footwork is going to be there for him. He's going to stay elusive. I think he goes to the body early in this fight and stacks those pennies for a rainy day for the later rounds and ultimately starts to slow down the opposition. I got Jake Matthews, and I think he can possibly get it done inside the distance too.
Okay. For me, yeah, this one's a bit of a toughie, but I'm gonna be going with Chidi Bang Bang on this one. He comes in there with nasty elbows, knees for days. This brother is just, especially when it's been on this win run that he's been, it looks a bit more measured in the way that he approaches his fights, and you could just see that improvement in the way that he attacks his opponents, you know, and them knees and elbows, he utilizes them very, very well, and you know, just having that confidence in the run that he's in right now, I think he's going to see him through this fight. And I'm not under no illusion that Jake Matthews is a very, very tough opponent for him, but I think Chidi finds a way out of it and get the W on this one. So yeah, I'm going to be going with Chidi Bang Bang. What are you saying, Cross?
I can't believe I'm saying it again, but Chidi Bang Bang as well. The big thing for me, boys, is the 7-inch reach advantage for Chidi and Chokawani. I mean, Jake Matthews uses a lot of good footwork, stays at range, but he's going to be at range against a guy with a 7-inch reach advantage and has power in both hands. Chidi Njokuani's 3-0 since coming down to welterweight. It's kind of looking like the thing to do, like come down to welterweight from middleweight, go on a run. We've seen it with Joaquin Buckley, and Chidi Njokuani look like he's trying to do the same thing. So give me Chidi bang bang.
Yo, what you got for us?
Bang bang. Chidi shoots Jake down. Bang bang. Jake hits the ground. Bang bang. That awful sound. Bang bang. Chidi knocks Jake down. That's all I got to say.
Bang bang.
How many times did you practice that in the mirror this morning? I gotta know.
Oh my days.
I just checked the lyrics now and I'm like, let's throw Chidi and Jake in there. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, my days.
I definitely don't believe you. You definitely practiced that this morning. At least 3 times.
You did a good job with it, though. You did a good job with it, man. You know what I mean?
That's why I'm saying he practiced it. There's no way he just did that for the first time. That was
No
not one take Timmy, bro. There's no way.
No chance.
Hey, for real. All right. We're going to the next fight on the docket. And we got Fatima Klein versus Melissa Martinez. Melissa Martinez coming in with a record of 8-1. Fatima Klein coming in with a record of 7-1. Klein fighting out of the USA, and we got Melissa fighting out of Mexico. Yeah, hide from Trump, Melissa. I'm just saying. Hide from Trump.
Definitely something wrong with the
Melissa.
It's all fake
That's
news.
cold. That's cold-blooded right there.
It didn't happen.
What's the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Fatima Klein is a minus 1350 favorite, and Melissa Martinez is a plus 800 underdog.
Yeah, man. We know what Ice and Trump is doing to the Mexicanos over there in America, man. That shit cold-blooded. Bro.
You are fake news.
But yeah, Olin, give us the good news, not the fake news.
I appreciate that. No fake news here. I mean, this has got to be the easiest one to pick, right? Like Fatima Klein. I think she comes out here. I think she gets it done. She's a decent favorite for a reason. I just think everywhere the fight goes, she should be the better fighter. I'm not trying to shade her opponent, right? Like Melissa is good. She's not a bad fighter, but she's not really had the best go of things. There's a reason that out of 3,557 people on Tapology community picks, 92% of them are also leaning with me on Fatima Klein. Yeah, I just think she's going to be the stronger, more technical fighter. And I mean, she's taller by 4 inches. She's got the reach advantage. She's fought the better opposition. I don't think there's a reason she should lose this fight, in my opinion.
Yeah, look, I concur, but my pick is going to disagree just for the sake of underdog picks. So I'm going to go with Melissa. I stand with the Mexicanos. You know what I mean? I stand with the Mexicanos. I go with Melissa. And these are my confessions. You know what I mean? So exactly. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to just for underdog pick reasons and reasons alone, because the record is too close for me, even though the lines are saying what they're saying and people are picking in the way they're picking. Their records are so identical. And the way
Dog of the week. Dog of the week.
No. You're not gonna corner me in that one, bro.
What you mean?
I think Dog of the week's the right idea.
No, you could pick up for Dog of the week. Though. I want to see it. I want to see it. You know what I mean? I got 3 Dog of the weeks, but I'm gonna pick the best one for me. You know what I mean? But Cross, we'll come to you.
I'm going Fatima Klein here, just like what my man Olin was talking about. I think she's just the better fighter everywhere the fight goes. Been in there with the better competition. So yeah, I'm not even gonna take too long. Fatima Klein.
Yao?
Same, Fatima Klein. I think mostly because Melissa Martinez beat one of my favorite fighters, Alice Ardeline, in the last fight. So I want Fatima.
That's a good win too. That's a good win too. Look at this. Look, I swear to you, This guy always does this shit to me, man. He does this shit to me every fucking time. You know what I mean?
Because it's a real thing. We've seen it.
Oh, bro.
We've seen it.
Bro.
You may not have done it in a while, but we've all seen you do it now.
No, he been studying. No.
The only person that's more guilty of it is y'all. And we know this. We know this. I've watched a whole ass show of y'all giving 100% fake picks.
How's that possible?
Like, it's honestly incredible. I asked the same thing. I was like, holy shit, this is literally the definition of commit to the bit. My goodness.
I'm telling you, folks, it is the best.
Man said, this is my dog pick. I'm 100% being honest, guys. And he literally didn't even pick her as one of his dogs of the fucking, like, that week.
Yep.
It's the best to watch the picks change.
Get that comment off the fucking screen, man. Get that comment
out of here. I think Ronald Martinez is a terrible idea. I recommend against it. Do not put Martinez on your bet slips unless you're betting over 2.5, maybe.
Fair.
That's
all right. All right.
As for the bots have all of them have climbed to win.
The bots sound pretty smart.
No surprises there, right?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with my team with climb. Forget Mexico, man. We don't rock with Mexico. No, no.
You threw under the bus that quick.
Hold on.
You bust that quick.
Oh my god,
that might have been the quickest time to get on the shortest amount of time to get on the bus in the history of the fight week show.
Mate, Ola turned that corner so fast that I won't have to edit much to make that a short. That's 60
Y'all see that tire? You see the tire on my bus there, bro? Like, hey, I'm telling you, man. Like, no.
What goes in must go under.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking about my picks right now, man, and I want to stay top, and I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking maybe going with Clyde is a good idea. You motherfucker! Oh, I saw you let that shit on the screen earlier on. You're Leroy, you bastard. I saw you let that shit on the screen earlier on. I walked in, and I thought, what the hell is this Leroy's left me here?
I left it up there for you.
Yeah, I do.
What a gentleman!
I'm like, oh. This guy's an idiot. You know what I mean? Fucking
That's funny.
Unbelievable, Jeff. Unbelievable. But yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna rock with
Hey Jax, you misspelled me there, bro. Don't let me bully you, son.
You going back to Martinez now? Ola, you going back to Martinez now?
No. Jax was right. Jax was right about me, man. I was fake pumping, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Jax was right about me. How about that? You know what I mean? I'll be shameless like that, man. Don't you worry about it, man.
He got you.
Don't you worry about it. He was right about me, man. You know what I mean? Everything Jax said about me there is right. Okay. Everybody been? Nobody else waiting? Okay. All right, everybody been. All right, let's get on to the next one. Okay, we got Lauren Murphy versus Eduarda Mora. Eduarda Mora coming in with a record of 11-1, and we got Lauren Murphy coming in with a record of 16-6. God damn, Murphy 41. Nah, that's mother time. You know what I'm trying to say? Murphy fighting out the USA, and we got Mora fighting out Brazil. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Lauren Murphy is a plus 525 underdog, and Eduarda Mora is a minus 750 favorite.
Okay. Yeah, let's stick with you, Cross.
Yeah, short and sweet. You know, I'm definitely going Eduarda Mora right here. Lauren Murphy been out of the octagon for a while. She hadn't been in there in over 2 years and took a absolute beating from Jessica Andrade her last time in there. Very tough woman, none but respect for her, but I just think Mora's gonna get her down and then just look to do her thing on the ground. And wouldn't even surprise me if she gets a sub here.
Yo.
Yeah, Eduarda Murphy, I think she's on a heck of a run. It's Brazilian flair. She's much younger. age is definitely going to play as much as the experience. You would think the experience would come into play, but I think Eduardo Mora is just going to be leagues ahead of Lauren Murphy in this one and show why she's been put up against someone so experienced to continue climbing the flyweight rankings. But I'm going Eduardo Murphy. Eduardo Mora.
Eduardo Murphy, you know. Leroy, what are you saying?
Making the worst comment. Murphy
That comment is savage, bro. That comment is savage, yo.
But he's not wrong.
He's not wrong at all. I would say that
How could you say something so controversial yet so true?
both Brock and Gemma both have Lauren Murphy, and they both have Lauren Murphy as their dog of the week.
Oh wow!
The bots?
Dog bot, yeah.
I think they're broken, dog. I don't want to be mean, but I think they're broken.
Tap GPT and Dogbot 95 both have Eduardo.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's the safe bet. Yeah, I'm not that interested in this fight, to be honest with you.
Olin, you have a
I mean, I'll keep it short and sweet like these other guys. Look, Murphy is what, like 15 days away from being 42 years old? That's tough, man. Like I say, as an old grown ass man myself, like every year I feel slower and a little bit weaker. And she's on the wrong side of 40. She's not getting any younger, and it's just a tough outing for her. I don't think it's going to be a fun night. Eduardo Maura is very young in her career, both in record and in age. She was born in fucking 1994, bro. She's barely 31 years of age. I think she goes out there and does bad things to Lauren Murphy.
Yeah, man. I can't disagree with everything you guys have said. I mean, when you look at some of the fights that Lauren Murphy is been in, even when I was watching her from when she was on Ultimate Fighter, you remember on Ultimate Fighter she switched teams. Do you remember when she switched? She was the.
Yep.
I hated that from that. Not hate is a strong word, but like I went fucking with her since then.
Severely disliked.
We know what you mean. We know what you mean.
Yeah.
We know you meant it. We know you meant it.
I thought, no, but like, boy, how you just gonna switch teams like that? Like, nah, you know what I mean? Like, you know what? No, I don't really care. I didn't really care for her. So, yeah, since then I've been hating on Lauren Murphy. I'm a Lauren Murphy hater. It is what it is.
So you dog of the week pick?
It could be, but I'm going with Eduardo Murphy. No, Eduardo.
Fucking Eduardo Murphy, dude.
You would do it. Jax put it in there, and then you do it.
Oh man, Eduardo Murphy.
Wow.
Right, I'm going with Eduardo. That fucking comment just sat there. Fucking, it fucked with me, man. You know what I mean? Jesus Christ. I'm going with Eduardo Mara. So, yeah. Let's go on to the next one on the docket, people.
Eddie Murphy.
So this is getting really bad now. We got a lot of the pies. We got Nate Landwehr versus Morgan Sheré. Morgan Sheré coming with a record of 20-11, won no contest, and we got Nate Landwehr with a record of 18-6. This fight is happening in the featherweight division, people, and Landwehr fighting out of the USA, and we got Morgan Sheré fighting out of France. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Nate Landwehr is a plus 210 underdog, and Morgan Charrier is a minus 260 favorite.
Okay. We'll come to Yao.
Yeah, so it's tricky with Morgan Charrier. When he lost to Nathaniel Wood, I'll be honest, I was shocked. I was like, but how? And he just didn't put in the performance that he needed to put in. And I don't know, he always just seems to be almost there and just doesn't close it out. So his UFC career has been, spotty. Win, loss. He's due for a win based on his record, but I think Nate the Train is just going to edge him in this one, take him to decision, a very hard-fought decision, lots of clinching, striking out of the clinch, and then, standing, striking, Charrier trying to take him down, defending. So I'm going with Nate the Train. I think this is definitely a dog that's gonna win this fight. I think Charrier just only wins in France. He's not fighting in France. Give me Nate the Train.
Okay. What do you got, Leroy?
I think you're wrong, yeah. I think Morgan's too young. He's too strong. I think he's going to be too disciplined to get into a firefight with Nate Landwehr, and he's just going to grind out a decision when he's not going to take any. You're going to minimize as much risk as possible, rack up those points, secure unanimous decision. Both the bots, all 4 bots, have it split. So Dogbot 95 has Morgan, and so does Tap. What do you call it? Tap GPT. But Grok and Gemma have Nate Landwehr. Either way, I think it's going to be an entertaining fight. Whoever gets to implement their style, I think that'll still be enjoyable to watch. Unless you're on the back in the wrong guy, you know what I mean? If you're back in the person who's getting on the wrong end, it's not going to be fun to watch. But it's going to be one of those ones. I don't think it's going to be close. It's going to be either one way or the other.
Okay, Olin.
Yeah, man. I'm going against the grain here. I like Morgan Charrier, but at the same time, I can't bet on him. I don't think that he's going to be able to come out here and beat a game and worthy Nate the Train Landwehr. I think Nate hits very hard. He made his amateur career off of beating Russians in Russia. So he has a very underrated grappling game that I think a lot of people haven't even really seen him had to use because most people are willing to stand and bang with him. If Morgan Charrier tries to get him to the ground, I think he's going to have a hell of a time getting him there and an even harder time keeping him there. So with that, I'm taking Nate and I'm taking him inside the distance. I'm actually putting a bet on him right now on Underdogs Fantasy. I'm taking Nate Landwehr with a finish and Junior Tafa with a finish.
Oh.
Getting that at 8.39 times multiplier odds there.
Sterling isn't here.
Interesting.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is that Sterling's burner? What's happening?
It's gotta be.
Big up Trivik, man. Trivik is the OG around here, man. Big up Trivik, man. Salute to Trivik. Yeah, I'm going to be going with Nate Landwehr as well for my second underdog. That's my second underdog pick. I'm going to be going with Nate. I just think Nate, if anyone can give Morgan Charrier trouble, and this is just being in his face and just being a nuisance. Nate Landwehr is that guy, and we've seen how difficult Morgan Charrier handles pressure and people that just don't back off and back away from him. You know what I mean? So, and I think Nick could give him that kind of trouble as well. And that's not to say Morgan Charrier is not it's not a proper fighter and couldn't get it done against somebody like a Nate, but it's kind of look against the prospective. The thing that I always find with Morgan Charrier is during fights, it's almost like you could see him between rounds, like it's not really there with it, and it's really losing. It's like it's almost like giving up the rounds, you know. And that's the characteristic that I'm not really continue to fuck with the fighter. I have to see that consistency throughout the rounds, and these were the reasons why I love people like Dominic Cruz, the DJ Tillicious, before he got caught with the drugs. Like how they start the round is how they're finishing it. People like Merab, like they're showing that same energy right from the get-go. I love fighters like that, and I don't think Morgan Charrier is that guy. Nate, on the other hand, is that type of fighter because he'll be in there right to the end, and you get the same energy. So yeah, for me, I'm gonna go with Nate Landwehr on this one. What about you, Cross?
Man, it's a tough one. I think this is a very competitive fight. Nate fighting back close to home, but on the flip side, man, the guy's 37 years old at 145. Morgan Charrier, to be only 29 years old, the guy's had 32 professional fights. A lot of experience.
You're banned from age shaming people from when you done that with Kamaru, bro. Like you know not to age shame people no more.
Yeah, but that's at 170. That's not at 145 though.
We're just talking about age shaming and fighting in general. Like, you know what I mean?
I beat you twice in 2 weeks back to back as well.
Yeah, back to back now. You know what I mean, Cross?
So that means I'm due to be right, no?
I'm with you.
That's how that works. That works. That means I'm due.
Don't be crazy.
Hey, that's a law of averages. Says it's gonna be right very
I'm
soon,
so happy you got that one, Leroy.
Exactly. But yeah, like like we all know, man, Nate Landwehr's fights, they're always entertaining, super wild, just wants to be in the chaos. And I don't think Morgan Charrier is just going to play that game with him. I think he's going to be much more technical, get in, get out, and just not stand in the pocket with Landwehr. And I'm going with Morgan Charrier.
Okay. Everybody been? Yo? Been?
Yeah, been.
Okay. All right. Let's go on to the next one on the docket. We got Junior Tafa versus Tuko Tokos. Tuko Tokos coming in with a record of 10-5, and Junior Tafa coming in with a record of 6-3. This fight is happening in the light heavyweight division, and we got Tafa fighting out of Australia, and we got Tuko fighting out of the United Kingdom, Great Britain. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Junior Tafa's a -180 favorite, and Tuko Tokos is a +150 underdog.
+150 underdog. Okay. Yeah.
This is also
your time, Leroy.
light heavyweight debut as well.
Yep.
Oh, take it away, Leroy.
So you know me. So I'm just going to go with what the bots have to say here. Dogbot95 has Tuko Tuko. Drock has Tafa. Tap has Tuko. And then Gemma has Tafa. So they're split down the middle, 50-50. I'm going with the Aussie.
Yeah, no point in coming to you there. But Cross, let's hear your take on this.
So I mean, just like Leroy said, Junior Tafa coming down to what I think is actually his real weight class at 205.
He looks good too.
Yeah, he's looked really good. I saw the pictures of him. He looked like he's in the best shape of his life, to be honest. And Toko, the guy's tough, but I mean, I just think Tafa and that power is going to translate well. I think the guy's going to be in much better shape, which is going to help his cardio. But I will say Tuko does have a path to victory. If he gets Tafa down, Tafa will just lay on his back and accept the position, and Toko can get it done. So even still, I think Tafa gets it done.
Okay. What about you, Olin?
Yeah, man, I'm with you there, Cross. I think Tafa gets it done. I'm a big fan of him and his big bro. And I mean, look, they've stepped in for each other to fight each other's opponents. And I completely agree. Like, this is the weight class he should have always been at. And if I'm being completely honest, I think with the right nutritionist, the dude could probably make 185 in the next 4 or 5 years. The way his body reshaped to 205 is insane. So, like, you could still cut another 20 pounds and be just a world breaker. You could be the Thanos of the 185 division if you could make that cut. And with all due respect, if and when he gets that W in his debut at light heavyweight, I think Big Bro's got to relinquish the name and give it up to Little Bro. He's got to become the new bad man. Come on, folks.
Yeah, man. I
think it's a must. I think it's a must because that dude is a fucking stud. And the fact that he stepped up on short notice to fight his big brother's opponent, who was ranked, that's still got to be that's got to go down in history as one of the coolest bro moves ever in the UFC. That's gangster as hell, man.
Yeah,
I'll always root for this kid.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be going with Tafa as well. I think Tafa's shown, at least in the amount of fights that he's had in the UFC, that he can hang with some of the best. But obviously we're seeing it with the new cut of paint coming to light heavyweight division and having his debut there. But yeah, I think he goes in there and gets it done. This guy's heavy-handed as they come, and sometimes so when these fighters when they get you and touch you like that, you be going to sleep, man. I don't know if Tokos is ready for a fighter like Tafa. So we'll see. Yeah,
just imagine his confidence. Like, no longer do I have to fight fucking 265 plus. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. There'd be something to celebrate just in that.
What do you got, y'all?
So for me, the main reason I'm taking him is because of the weight cut, because of him coming down. It's almost like you said with Chidi. We've seen it with Chidi. He's suddenly on a 3-fight win streak. We've seen it with Buckley. Suddenly, until he met, obviously, the Nigerian Nightmare, he was on a hell of a streak, having moved down. And it does seem like it's Jared Cannonier. the Killer Gorilla. He moved down, and he's been moving down heavyweight. So I think it's the right time, especially at this age, for Junior Taffa to move down. I think it might just be the right opponent for him. So let's see how he performs. With me, it's because he's come down. That's what's making me excited about this fight and picking him as the winner in this fight.
Okay, let's go on to the next one on the docket. We have Calvin Kattar versus Steve Garcia. Steve Garcia coming in with a record of 17-5, and Calvin Kattar with a record of 23-9. This fight is happening in the featherweight division, people, and both guys are fighting out of the USA. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Calvin Kattar is a +110 underdog, and Steve Garcia is a -130 favorite.
Okay. Yeah, Olin, we'll come to you.
This is my fight of the night. I mean, this just has fight of the night written all over it, doesn't it? You got Calvin Kattar, who was a very promising prospect coming into the UFC, who was not done any favors by the matchmakers, right? Like they fed him to the wolves very early on, bit of an Icarus effect for him. And then you have Steve Garcia, who I think, like, if you want to show your friends a fighter's catalog in the current era, he's a pretty safe bet to get someone into the sport. Yeah. Like, he just goes out there and throws hard hands and kicks and just anything he can. He throws with vicious intent. Like, I don't say it super often, but when I do, I fucking mean it. When this dude throws shots, they have venom in them, bro. Like, he's trying to hurt you when he throws shots. He's not trying to win. He's trying to do harm. And I feel bad for Calvin Kattar for drawing just another short straw in his matchmaking of his career in the UFC. I think Steve Garcia goes out here, keeps the fight at bay, keeps the fight at distance, controls the range, and just lands bombs in the pocket whenever the fight does get close. Calvin Kattar is probably going to do a really sound job defensively in the first round, but I think that starts to fade after that, because something I've noticed about Steve Garcia specifically, and I actually forgot to mention this in our breakdown yesterday, when he notices that you're blocking, I almost feel like, and I could be wrong here, someone call me out if I am, I feel like he starts to throw harder to the blocking arms. If you're blocking your body, he's fucking just gutting in there, trying to hurt your arms to make you be like, oh, I actually don't even want my arms to be there. And then he's cracking your ribs and then going up top. He's malicious with the way that he strikes, and it is a thing of beauty as a striker to watch. So give me Steve Garcia all day.
Yeah, this one is a tough one for me, man. I looked at it and I thought, boy, god damn it. Calvin Kattar, man, like, what the hell happened to you, bro? Like, this brother, I don't know what happened to Calvin Kattar, man. And I used to like him because he's just one of those guys you never get easy fight against Calvin Kattar. And for Aljo to come from 135, Kattar welcomes him, and it adds another loss on there for Calvin Kattar. I just don't know where his mind's at no more, man. And yeah, this one.
Record. He's never had an easy opponent, and this will be
no. I mean, it's difficult, man. It's difficult. But picks wise, you can't look no further than Steve Garcia, bro. Like, the way this brother fights is relentless. Always coming at you, active in the octagon, will walk you down. He got all the characteristics to make this fight, like Olin said, fight of the night worthy. You know, and yeah, I'm going to be going with Steve Garcia on this one as well. You got something here, Cross?
I do. I'm taking my second underdog pick right here. I think the matchup is just a good one for Calvin Kattar. Like, I know this guy's fought so many killers, but guys, the last striker to beat him on the feet was Max Holloway, and that was 2021. All these other fights, Uses the Law, Aljo, that's wrestling. The Arnold Allen fight, he got hurt. And the Josh Emmett fight, I thought he won. So, I mean, I think this can look some like how the Giga Shikatse fight looked for Calvin Kattar when Giga had all that momentum. Everybody was on the bandwagon with Giga, and then Calvin Kattar just put a beating on him and showed him that there were levels. So give me Calvin Kattar to get it done.
Okay. What do you got, y'all?
Oh, I'm with Cross here. Look, you guys were speaking as if Calvin Kattar has not had amazing fights. He's in a 4-fight skid. A 4-fight skid I should be staying very far away from, because every time I take a fighter that's on more of a three-fight skid, they just disappoint. But we've seen the wars. We saw the Giga Chikadze war, like Cross just said. That was absolutely insane. The Josh Emmett fight was great. He fought a former champion, Aljo. So his last 4 fights aren't exactly what you can go on to say whether he would lose to Steve Garcia or not. And also, if you look at the odds are razor thin. He's a plus 115 from my odds here, underdog. That's this close to say that, you know, Steve Garcia just hits harder and all that. So I'm definitely going with the dog here in Calvin Kattar. I think the experience and the age will show. As much as he's not that much older than Garcia, I think he's been putting in a lot more high-level work, a lot more work against top-level fighters, and that's going to show in this fight. So give me Calvin Kattar.
Okay. Y'all's gone for Kattar there. What do you got, Leroy?
You're on mute.
Y'all must have sent you something.
You guys covered it all. I mean, I don't think there's much to add.
Can't click those links y'all sends you.
You know what I mean? Y'all sending them bots to your shit.
Speaking of the bots, CapGPT has Calvin Kattar as the dog of the week. Everyone else got Steve Garcia. So make of that what you will.
Okay. Interesting. We will see by the time the picks get to you by 4 a.m., Leroy. We will see. It'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see what people picking.
I'm interested to see what the bot looks like a month in with some tweaking.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's get to the next one on the docket, people. We got 2 more fights left, and we get to this one here. We got Vitor Petrino versus Austin Lane. Austin Lane coming in with a record of 13-6, and Vitor Petrino with a record of 11-2. This fight happening in the heavyweight division. Petrino fighting out of Brazil, and we got Lane fighting out of the USA. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Vitor Petrino is a -700 favorite, and Austin Lane's a +500 underdog.
How is he that much of a favorite going to heavyweight, man, and making a debut? This is crazy. But
because Lane is chinny as hell, bro.
Yeah.
It will be a first round victory here for Petrino.
I mean, I'm not picking against Vitor Petrino, just to let you know. I'm going to make my pick right now.
Like, Lane is one of those guys that either wins in the first round or gets just knocked out in the first or second round. He gasses as soon as it hits the 6-minute mark, and his chin is literally made of glass. He's a glass cannon.
Thank you for all those
Rebellis de Spain. That's the only guy he's beaten.
The guy who got cut as soon as he got taken down.
The guy who got cut but now has 2 wins in under 30 seconds in karate combat, both by knockout. So again, like, the guy's a glass cannon, and he used takedowns in that. He basically he used the Bill Goldberg fucking WWE spear to take him down twice in that fight. Rebellis just didn't know what to do on his back.
Yep.
Austin Lane's another one of those guys like what was the other big linebacker? What was his name?
Well,
Greg Hardy?
Yeah, Greg Hardy.
They fought each other in the Contender Series. That's how Greg Hardy made it into the fucking UFC. He knocked him out.
Yeah, Greg Hardy.
Oh, fun fact. Miss Mary in our season 1 of the UFC fantasy thing, Leroy, she picked Austin Lane because we ran out of heavyweights. And she's like, fuck, this guy's got to fight. I'll pick Austin Lane. The one fight he won.
It's just the points for it.
He got like 110 points for those takedowns and control time over Rebellis. I literally was like, as soon as she picked it, we were all like, oh, Mary, I don't know if that was the right pick. And then when he won, she's all, suck it.
Yeah,
as she should.
Bro, the one time he ever got a win, bro.
Yeah, man.
Was it Junior or Justin Tuffer who knocked out Austin Lane?
I thought that was Justin.
It was Justin, yeah.
Justin Tuffer,
yeah. It was nasty.
It was rough.
I think it was a step in overhand, right? Just
even Lane's last KO against Mario Pinto was nasty.
Oh
yeah, oh, that's savage.
You know
that was
bad when
gross, dude.
On the way down, when they slapped their knees together on the way down,
dude. Yeah. Oh, that's when you know it. That's when you know it's fresh. That's when you know it's good.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you guys for making all the points that I needed to make for Petrino to win this fight. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Petrino. Cross.
I'm going Petrino as well. Just absolutely no chin from Austin Lane. But on the flip side, though, Vitor Petrino got brutally finished against Dustin Jacoby in his last fight. So, you know, anything can happen, but Austin Lane just leaves that chin up in the air, and I think he gets clipped.
Yeah, man.
And
He'll be hanging it up in the air
well.
like Paddy
True.
Pimblett. What are you saying? What are you saying, Yao?
So for you to get guillotined and choked out by Anthony Smith, I don't know. You know, that puts a lot of doubt in my mind. I know it's Lionheart, but that puts a lot of doubt in my mind. However, I am gonna stick with Vitor Petrino because Austin Lane is chinny, and as soon as you touch him, he just crumbles. He goes down. And I just don't see him not getting caught by Icao, you know, just getting caught with that right hand now that he's at heavyweight. So give me Vitor Petrino.
Olin?
Yeah, man, I just said it in the chat. Petrino had the physique change that John Jones hoped for across 3 years. The dude looks like an absolute meat tank. I'm genuinely worried for the fact that if he brings the speed he brought at light heavyweight into heavyweight,
Is that your way of saying John Jones is a good person?
brother, can we not do that? We're having such a good show. We're having such a
in the
good show right now.
testing pool,
I'd
baby.
really rather not. I'd really
Back
rather
in
not.
the testing pool, baby.
Oh yeah. He's back. He's
Dude,
back, bro. He's
Crossover,
back in
just
the
because
game.
you said that, Sav ordered some of my merch, and it took forever to ship, right? Because they just switched like merchandisers or whatever, or distributors. So it finally shipped today, and she's like, "Can I just tell you, it's crazy that I ordered this before John Jones retired." I was like, "Since you've ordered that and it's been shipped, John Jones has retired and unretired and entered the testing pool."
Yep.
I'm back in the gym.
So stupid, bro.
Back in
Oh
the
man,
gym.
tell me you're ducking without telling me you're ducking, huh? But Vitor looks really good at this new physique, and I feel like he already carried a lot of power at light heavyweight. I think it was Cross that mentioned it already. He has been brutally knocked out in the past at light heavyweight. I don't even want to say it out loud because it almost feels sacrilegious to compare him to him. But I feel like this could be a glow up in the form of like a Dustin Poirier going from featherweight to lightweight. I know I've mentioned that already this show, but it really does pay dividends when you're fighting at the right weight class. I think we're going to see that twice in one card this weekend, boys, with Junior Tafa going down to his correct weight class and Vitor Petrino going up to his correct weight class. I think the speed is going to transfer. I think the power is going to transfer. And I think his opponent is in for a really, really rough night as a result, man. I think he goes out there and absolutely devastates and gets the knockout over the glass cannon that is Austin Lane.
I mean, Kennedy Nzechukwu has only been a trailblazer in that division there. You know, I mean, showing them how he's done to these two.
Olin, you were bang on though.
Say it with your chest, brother. Say it with your chest, brother.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have to. Yeah, what was it, Leroy?
Petrino did exactly what John Jones wanted to do. Like you were
John
bang on
Jones
like
did
that.
what he wanted to do. He
No,
won.
but like
Yeah, I mean,
physique-wise, Cross, like, come on, dude. You have the best physique of all five of us right now on the goddamn panel, bro. Like, with all due respect, brother, you've got to admit as a John Jones lover, that's the physique. Like, that's the change John Jones wanted. That's the glow up, bro. Like, if you go to the club 6 months ago and then you show up to the same club and the same people see you, they're like, holy shit, brother. What the fuck did you eat? What the fuck did you do? If you show up with the difference John Jones had, they're all, damn, brother, you need Ozempic or what's happening?
I mean, to be fair though, like even when John was at 205, like I wasn't really expecting him to put on a lot of muscle just because he's so long and lanky. Like it probably be just super difficult for him to put muscle on. But I 100% get what you're saying. You're
What are you,
right,
dog.
You're right.
I was expecting to see
look,
John
John-
Jones with calf muscles.
John Jones didn't go. He didn't go
Even Miss Merritt makes fun of his legs, dog.
He didn't go to heavyweight to look like Francis. He just didn't want to get thrown around in there. You know,
He went to heavyweight to make
He
people
got-
look
he
slow.
got
Let's
chased
just
down
be
to
honest.
205. He got chased down to 205.
Yeah, man. Like even at 205, he went like the most exact. He wasn't exactly jacked at 205.
Crossover
like
just
some
had a
of the
fucking
other guys.
stroke right now when you said that, Leroy. I don't know if you
He
saw
ran
that.
out of
I'm glad he's
205
got
from
sunglasses
who?
on because the eyes definitely crossed for a second there. There was some
I
cross
can feel it
wires.
burning.
Hey, Cross, don't let them draw you out. Man.
What are we talking about right
Don't
now?
let them draw you out, Cross. Don't let them draw you out, bro.
As a John Jones lover, what that? Lord of the Pies is coming in here with heat today.
A lot of the pies, that's Johnny Meat to you, yeah? That's Johnny. That's Johnny Meat to you.
I think he should have to officially change his handle to Johnny Ducks. I don't know.
Oh, speaking of John Jones at 205, Thiago Santos just signed with BKFC as well.
Oh my God, that's terrifying.
They're signing hella people, man.
They signed him, Manuel, yesterday, huh?
Did you guys see the press conference? Like the presser was crazy.
You'll dance for me, monkey. You'll dance for me, boy.
God.
Like, dude, he was literally like talking so much shit to Mike. I'm surprised Mike didn't slap him in the face, bro.
Mike was happy about it, though. Mike was happy about it.
That's what he wanted.
Mike knows he's gonna get a payday. And dude, look, I think everyone on this panel, we don't agree on a whole lot of fights. I know we can agree on that. We disagree more than we agree on these fights. But I don't think anybody will disagree with me when I say that Mike Perry kills Conor McGregor in bare knuckle.
I think it does.
Yeah, but we want to see it.
We all want to see it. That'd be the first bare knuckle I'd actually pay for the pay-per-view for, dog. I don't want that to cut out.
You don't want them problems, man.
That's going to be the first actual possible homicide in bare knuckle. Like, Mike, I genuinely feel like there are certain people that you feel like a sport was created for.
Yeah.
Right?
PKFC
was created for that guy. He's psychotic.
Yeah, the other thing I wanted to ask you guys, what did you think of while we're off topic, what did you think of, them making their fighters equity owners of BKFC? Like, what do you guys think of that?
I feel like there might be some fuckery involved there, but I like it. I mean, the message is good.
The message is good, Olin.
I 100% agree with that. I think the message is right, but I also agree, like with Conor McGregor at the helm and the other guy, I don't know why I'm blanking on his name. But like, I mean, they both just seem like guys that you'd really want to read the fine print on every contract you sign.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not trying to be an asshole. But
David Feldman.
The dude that's under Conor McGregor literally gives off used car salesman vibes, bro. Like all day.
Hey.
All day.
And I'm sorry. What's Conor's brethren's name that Khabib Stockton slapped him?
Dylan Dennis?
No, not Dennis.
Austin Artem Lobov. Right?
Lobov, the T-Rex.
Yeah.
I think he got $1 million out of Conor for that lawsuit.
I mean, Conor ducked him. He fucked him over on the fucking on the proper 12, man. He fucked him over on the proper 12, and the brother had to sue him. So, only mentioning that just now, that they seem like the type of guys you want to read the fine prints on those contracts, man. On those, because that brother was waving up the file like, yeah, I got the equities there, I got the contracts here. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, this is good if it's real, and I think. Because every fighter that they feel they're part of the company, they just want to work for the company. They'll bleed for the company if they feel like they're part of it. But I mean, if they want to cash out, would BKFC make it like that, like the insurance companies? Like they don't want to pay up. They like to take the premium. They like to take the premium, but when it comes to paying out, they're asking you all kind of idiot questions that they never ask you when they fucking taking the premiums. You know what I'm trying to say? So who knows? Maybe it's going to be something like that. Where they don't.
My question to you, Ola, and Yao, because you're the lawyer of the group. I know this. I've learned very quickly. In these equity deals and these contracts that they're handing out, right? Like, are they also taking on any subsidiary faults or defaults on deals? Because if that's the case, then like it was mentioned earlier by Combatix MMA, BKFC is cooked, Triller lawsuits, etc. So if they're taking on the equity, are they also taking on the faults and the negatives that come with it? Because if that's the case, they're actually going to owe money in 3 years, bro. It's not a good deal.
Yeah, you want to speak to this?
Look, it depends on how they structure the deal. So you can structure it such that equity
if they're shares, then you're void of it.
Yeah, so you get paid less now because you can cash in shares later. But if the business takes a dip and those shares become useless, then technically you've lost money that way. Not that you're necessarily up for any liabilities. Yeah,
so, you're not on the hook to pay the money when it's going bad. I got you.
But the money depletes.
Yeah,
it's essentially like RSUs, and you have to gain that equity across tenure in the company. That's how I'm assuming they've structured the contractual oblige. But if that's the case, again, y'all's 100% right. Like within the time span that they'll actually gain access to those to even sell them, they'll deplete because the equity in the actual brand and company will just completely downscale.
Okay. Let's get on to the co-main. My dog's going mental. Hold on.
Yeah, did you knock a bottle over?
Not over.
Okay. Let's get on to the co-main.
As long as the lid was on, we're safe.
Of the evening. We got Stephen Thompson versus Gabriel Bonfim. Gabriel Bonfim coming in with a record of 17-1. And we got Steve Thompson coming in with a record of 17-8, no contest. Stephen Thompson fighting out of the USA. And we got Bonfim fighting out of Brazil. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Stephen Wonderboy Thompson's a plus 350 underdog, and Gabriel Bonfim is a minus 455 favorite.
I mean, these odds were wild a week ago. This is crazy. I think I might need to start putting on some bets like a week and a half.
Oh, I think something was wrong with the script. I think the odds are mixed up.
Yeah, they're backwards here for sure.
Right. Yeah, that's mad. That's mad. All right. Okay. Cross. I think you're going first on this one.
Yeah, right here for me. I think it's a tale of two sides. Like, I mean, Gabriel Bonfim on the feet is not really his forte, but when he gets you on the ground, the guy's very dangerous. Got super crazy submission ability. Wonder Boy, kickboxer on the feet, likes to stay at range. Takedown defense has been solid in the past, but it's starting to slow down as he's aged a little bit. And so for me, this fight is really going to come down to where it takes place. If Bonfim gets his fight to the ground, I think he gets it done. But if Wonder Boy keeps it on the feet, he can definitely outclass Bonfim. And I'm going to go with Wonder Boy as my third dog of the card. And I think Wonder Boy gets the win and rides off into the sunset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for me, I've been thinking about this long and hard as well. And yeah, I was thinking about going Wonder Boy. I just don't know how, because I know Wonder Boy's takedown defense is pretty solid, right? But at the same time, he has, every time any of these grapplers is going to fight with him, that's the first thing they attack. And it then start looking to me like it's they're having more success than not when they're looking to take him down, because I think that's where this fight's gonna have to go, and Bonfim is gonna have to take him down, look for that submission. But I feel like Wonder Boy can work through a lot of the grappling offenses that Bonfim is gonna bring. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Wonder Boy on this one as well. Olin, you got something?
Pump fake.
Yeah, man. I gotta go. I gotta go with Cross here. I think it's gonna largely be contested on the feet. I think Wonder Boy has trained to fight Tyron Woodley, who has much better takedowns. Not once but twice, right? And he's negated a lot of those takedowns. Did he lose those fights? Yes. But were they closely contested fights? Absolutely. And do I think Tyron Woodley in that era was significantly better than Gabriel Bonfim will probably ever be in his professional career? Yes. I simply think Stephen Wonderboy Thompson is the last of a dying breed of specialists that typically when you fight him, you need to train for him. Tyron Woodley talked about this ad nauseum. If you listen to his tape before those fights, he said it was the most annoying 2 fights he's ever trained for in his entire career because he had to specifically train for that style of fighting. I don't know that Bonfim is going through the additional steps to combat that type of fight, and that's why I think he's going to lose this. I think we're going to see a vintage performance from Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, and I think he gets done inside the distance. He's one of my dogs this week.
Yeah, man.
Also, with this being in Nashville, we get the bigger octagon, which helps Wonderboy as opposed to being
significantly.
In Apex. Yep.
Significantly. That large octagon plays way into his perspective, both in negating takedowns and leading the dance, so to speak, right? He's going to be able to just capitalize on that range, and he does his best work at long range.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying it's been so long since the Woodley fight, but when you look at some of the grapplers that he's been in there with Belal, which is very recent. He's been in there with Gilbert Burns. Like, these are some of the best. Did he lose? Yeah, but These are some of the best grapplers in the division, and he's been in and around it with those guys, and that's why I'm giving him at least the advantage. It's trying to negate some of Bonfim's grappling offenses. But yeah, what do you got for us on this one, please?
Like Olin said, the era of the specialist is done. We know Wonderboy Thompson from the era where either you are a good grappler, a good wrestler, or a good striker. And that's why when Cross says Khamzat's a great wrestler, I'm like, so what? It doesn't mean anything against DDP. But in this fight, I have to go with Bonfim. I think it's really not going to be a good fight for Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. The only time you've really seen the 42-year-old come through was Glover Teixeira, but that was for a title fight. I think he's just going to get edged by Bonfim, the younger fighter, the more hungry fighter. And because he's primarily most likely going to be a specialist, or, learning grappling and wrestling later on in your career is not that easy, I think Bonfim's going to take him the distance, showing him a full MMA a fight, not just a specialist striking or his specialist grappling fight, just like DDP will show to Khamzat.
Okay,
enjoy it while it lasts, because it's gonna be over soon.
He's bringing that flame already, but he's bringing that flame. Yeah, but all right, okay.
Cross needs to remember, he keeps forgetting.
Leroy, you got the AI picks for us and what you're thinking?
All four. I've got Gabriel Bonfim.
Interesting. What do we know?
You guys all said it pretty well. Like, Wonderboy is still there, but like Cross was saying, he does seem to be just falling back half a step now, and I think that's going to be to his disadvantage. Making the walk mentioned, unless Wonderboy takes an absolute beating, I think he doesn't retire, win or lose. There is a don't in there that he missed. Unfortunately, I think that's the case as well. And I'm hoping he retires with a win. I'd love to see Wonderboy go out with a win. I just don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, it'd be nice. I mean, we can all wish. But I actually think he gets it done, man. He's just too seasoned. But Bonfim is good, though. Bonfim is good. What do you reckon is the better out of the Bonfim brothers, by the way? Like, do you guys have a preference, like, skills-wise? Was better the Bonfim brothers? Olin?
I think Ishmael has the higher ceiling than Gabriel, to be completely honest. Like, he shows a higher altitude for learning, or aptitude for learning, for that matter. And I just think Gabriel he's good, but I don't think he's going to get much better than he already is, if that makes sense.
Yeah. What about you, Cross? What you think is better, the two brothers?
I think Gabriel has more potential for me. Ismail, I mean, he likes to just wade into danger a little too much and playing that game. Like, you're gonna win some, but at the same time, you're gonna lose some as well.
Yao, you.
I'm going with Ismail. If I look at how he works in the clinch, his knee finish of Terrence McKinney, head kick finish of Terrence McKinney. I like how he fights and how he finishes. So for me, it's Ismail.
Is it Gabriel or Ismail for you, Leroy?
What's that, mate?
So is it Gabriel or Ismail for you? Like, skills-wise, would you prefer the two brothers, Gabriel or Ismail?
Shit, man, I think they're both pretty close to each other. I don't have a clear-cut one there.
Fair enough. Let's get to the main event of the evening. We got Derek Lewis versus Taliesin Teixeira. Taliesin Teixeira coming in with a record of 8-0, and Derek Lewis coming in with a record of 28-12. Derek Lewis fighting out of the USA, and we got Teixeira fighting out of Brazil. This fight is happening in the heavyweight division, people. What are the live odds on this one, please, Cross?
Derek Lewis is a plus 245 underdog, and Taliesin Teixeira is a minus 305 favorite.
Okay, Yao, we come to you for this main event. Let's go.
Where my dogs
at? Yao's still tripping on fucking Hamzat in the chat.
It's facts, because he will not be able to do the stand-up like Derek Lewis. However, DDP will when Khamzat takes him down. So let's talk about Derek Lewis in this fight. I like Derek Lewis the Black Beast, the knockout king of the UFC. He has been, we've seen a video of literally Dricker standing up from a Darce choke. So let's not go into that. But
that ain't Hamzat though.
Hamzat broke Robert Whittaker's face. Think about it.
Let's stay in the pocket of the conversation.
His face was already broken, big doggy.
Let's stay in the pocket of the conversation, people. Hey, yeah, I know you're getting excited about this. Well, that day is gonna come, bro. That day is gonna.
We're not even in the right weight class here, big dog.
That day is gonna come.
Cross, put the spoon away for 5 fucking minutes, bro.
Let's stay in the pocket of the conversation. Yeah, please continue. Don't let Cross draw you out, bro. Don't let Cross draw you out.
I'm worried about this fight for Derek because Taliesin is fast. He's very lean, very light heavyweight-ish for a heavyweight. And how he darts in, comes in, it's the sort of style of heavyweight that Derek Lewis struggles with because it's very quick. So can he land what he needs to land to take him out and put him down? I don't know how he's going to get it done exactly because Taliesin is very tricky. So it could go to decision, but I think Derek catches him right at the end of the second round and adds on to his KO record. So give me the Black Beast, Derek Lewis.
Okay. What you saying, Olin?
I love the enthusiasm, man. And I also love the switch of direction there from Yao. He starts off just like completely glazing the opponent there, and he's like, with all that good stuff being said about Taliesin Teixeira, I'm going with the Black Beast inside the fucking distance. Let's go. That was the most WWE shit I've ever seen from Yao. With that being said, I got to cut against the grain again, man. I'm going Taliesin Teixeira here. I like him to get it done. I think Derek is strong. I think this might be a little bit premature for Taliesin Teixeira in his career. But that being said, we're not fighting in Texas, right? He's not in his backyard. He's not going to have the same exact level of support. Derek will have more support. Let's just call a spade here, right? Nashville's not that far. But I got to go with Taliesin. I think he gets it done. I think he's faster. I think he's smarter. I don't want to say, I feel like a dick saying that, but I feel like Derek Lewis, we've watched for the last decade be the same exact fighter. And it's great. It's entertaining. It's fun. But he hasn't really grown. He hasn't shown any shades of anything new, right? Like it's just still Derek Lewis. Balls are hot and he's swinging for the fucking fences. If you take him down, school of Derek Lewis, I'm just going to get up. It's not going to make sense, but here we are. I don't know that he's able to get up like that from his current opponent in Taliesin Teixeira. If he is able to get up that easily as he has in the past, though, he has done it to everyone, Ola. I know. Statistically, I sound like a fucking idiot.
Fucking wow. Like, I've never seen anyone. He just has enough and he just gets up. And like, I don't know how anyone does what he does the way he does it like that. It's crazy. But please,
like, Ola, you know I'm a Muay Thai guy. But yeah. I understand grappling on a very proficient level. I've taken a great number of grappling classes, maybe not as many as the guy that's training at TriStar over there. But you know what? I know my way around a mat, and I know my way inside of a gi. Love the collar choke. But hey, dude, this fucking Derek Lewis guy, every time he gets up, like I can honestly tell you, he is the only fighter in which I've gone back and rewatched his transition sweeps and get-ups and just been confused more than any other fighter I've ever watched tape on. I'm just like, it doesn't make sense how he just stood up from that. It's literally like he just was like, you know what? I actually don't want to be here. I think I'll stand up now.
I've had enough.
So he gets up. It's so fucking weird.
He just does it. He just gets up.
He just does it. He just gets up.
I never
like. How about this? I'm sure every class you ever did, any grappling class you've ever been to, and you ask the coach, like, how do I get up? And they're like, just get up. That is the instruction.
I think that's probably what Derek Lewis's coach has told him for the last 25 years.
The move should be named after him, man. That move should be. He's doing Derek Lewis. I mean, it's crazy.
Literally, anytime somebody gets up and there's no logical explanation, oh my God, he just did a Derek Lewis. Do you believe that? Wow.
He named after him. He really should be named after him. He's done it so many times to high-level grapplers that has. I mean, he has no business getting up like that without consequences. But if
he gets up like that against Taliesin, I will eat my words. I will do 2 shots. I will send them to you. You can post them on the show next week. But I don't know why, man. I'm going against my better judgment here. I'm saying that Derek can't do that against Talison Teixeira. His holds on the top are just so sound. Like Leroy can speak to this. Like Leroy, I'm going to jump off the stool. Like, am I wrong? Am I crazy here? Like, am I sipping the Kool-Aid?
No, I think you're bang on. But I would like to. I agree 100% with everything that you said. I think this mountain's going to be a little too high to climb for Derek Lewis, unfortunately. Making the walk did have a good one. He said if it was in Texas, you're definitely going with Teixeira because Derek Lewis always seems to get he gets too shook when he main events in Texas. It's just not a good pick. But I did see on Instagram, and I sent it to the chat, a great breakdown of this fight. And I'll pull it up for you now by Diego Lopez Enthusiast. I thought this was absolutely gold. So keys to victory is work off the long jab, stay distance, avoid the right hand, grapple to tire him out, do not get into a firefight. And then Derek Lewis is get out, class most of the fight. Yeah, fuck this. Flatliner with an overhand.
I mean, that's actually facts. That actually might be the most logical breakdown I've seen. I revoke everything I said.
I mean, that's his path to victory, right? Like at some point he just says, fuck it, just
fuck it, I've had enough. And boom, it's done. I mean, I go. I mean, when you look at some of the wins that Derek Lewis has put together, we're talking Volkovs, bruv. Like, we're talking like he was in there with like Almeida took Almeida to 5 rounds. Like, he's been in some. He's had some very, very impressive. Like this brother knocked out Curtis Blades. Bro.
He made Almeida look like he never struck before.
Yo, this brother knocked out Curtis Blades.
Hold up.
It's a toe curler, bro.
You know what? Fuck this. And went fucking boom with the uppercut. Flatlined him.
Toe curler. I mean, like Derek Lewis he's got ability to do some bad things to a lot of these fighters, man. And for me, I can never count him out. Seeing that that Volkov, you just cannot count somebody like a Derek Lewis fight, Derek Lewis out of a fight at any point, at any time in that fight, because his hands are always dangerous. Hands are always dangerous.
The last thing to go is always the power. Age is less of a factor, but I think the mountain's still too high to climb.
And I think, and for me, I think since he kind of reduce his weight, like because the weight he was carrying was giving him a lot of back pain, as he said, before he did. So for me, you can't look past Derek Lewis in this fight, man. I've got to go with Derek Lewis, bro. Cross, what do you got?
So I hear all of that, but at the same time, I notice how you guys leave out the bad with Derek Lewis. You leave out the Sergey Pavlovich fight. You leave out the Tai Tuivasa fight. He's going in there against a bigger guy with big time power as well. I mean, Teixeira's young guy, 25 years old, 100% finish rate. I think we see a new contender at heavyweight in Talison Teixeira.
In a much needed division.
So hold on. I've just got
I played the Jackass soundtrack there for a second because I thought you were going a different direction with that, big dog. I was like, hold on. Is he coming full circle?
And listen to Cross accuse us of leaving the bad stuff out, but he's the one that don't like context. That don't want to apply context to nothing, but then wants to tell us, "Oh yeah, you leave out the bad parts." I hear how you guys leave out the bad parts.
I mean, y'all did leave it out. I wasn't wrong.
You never like context. You know what I mean? When it comes to other fucking fighters,
this is the same guy that is going to ask for 32 explanations as to why Dustin Poirier is a better boxer than Ilia Topuria and provide not one reasons why Ilia is better than Dustin Poirier. But give me a reason.
Derek Lewis is 40 years old.
I'm tired of explaining myself. Explain yourself, Cross.
He doesn't have reasons for anything.
I just catch it from every.
This man makes you explain yourself for 17 days before he gives you one response on why he's right.
Hey,
and by the time you're done, you're just so exhausted trying to prove why you're right. You're like, you know what, bro? I'm done.
I suffered it for 10 weeks. From Cross.
10 weeks is longer than I got patience for, big dog.
I suffered it for 10 fucking weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and just get locked in, boys, because it's not gonna stop, boys.
Hey, speaking of get locked in, wait till Dustin finishes Max and calls your boy Ilya out. We're gonna have a lot more than 2 shots and 50 riding on that.
Dustin don't want those problems, big dog.
Brother,
Dustin
neither
don't
do
want
you.
them problems.
Right. It's dog of the week time. And look, I'm gonna start the ball rolling with dog of the week, and we go around the table. I'm gonna go with Nate Landwehr for my dog of the week. I think Nate the Train could do something here. So I'm gonna go with Nate Landwehr. What are you saying, Cross?
I'm gonna go with Max Griffin.
Not a bad one. Yao?
I'm gonna go with Calvin Kata. Calvin's gonna get it done.
That's another good shout. What are you saying, Olin?
I'm gonna say I don't believe Yao. And also
not wrong.
Come on. I'm always gonna call a spade. Like, my show's no filter. And I don't believe that for a half second, bro. As soon as you said it, I'm like, hold on, no chance. I already said mine, brother. And you
Jake
can check the
Matthews.
record, bud, as they said on The Ultimate Fighter. You can check the record. I'm going Jake Matthews. I love that kid. I think he gets it done. I know Cross. I know, against my better judgment, there's a huge, significant reach disadvantage. I think it might actually be the worst reach disadvantage of the entire card. It is. But Jake does some of his best work in the pocket, and I'm banking on that. I think he works his way in there, and I think he gets it done.
Okay, Leroy, what's your AI? What's your AI saying?
So the AI actually has Derek Lewis. The Dogbot 95 has Derek Lewis for the dog of the week, which is interesting. The Grok Dog has Lauren Murphy, and so does Gemma, and Tap GPT has Calvin Qatar, as dogs would say.
Interesting.
But yeah, I would definitely pick Jack Matthews as well.
My balls is hot.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, people, we have come to the end of the show. Salute to every single one of you that's been locked in with us. Make sure you're following every single one of these guys that's on the panel right now. They do great work on all their platforms and their social media. So make sure you're following them. You subscribing to what they got going on their various channels. We got Making the Walk. We've got the Rambling Dad. We've got Crossover MMA. We've got Head Kick Pod. We've got MMA Normally. The Fight Week Show, of course, and S Dogs MMA. Make sure you're following all of these guys. Make sure you're showing them love. And we're going to be back next week with Dust Up Shakedown. And we got a featured guest for you in gift. Day Walker is going to be here with us next Wednesday.
Whoa. Before then, aren't we doing a live tomorrow, boys?
Oh, you on the live tomorrow? Yeah, if you want to run a live tomorrow, boy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we stay tuned for an impromptu live stream for the main card. We'll see
My coworker may or may not show up, but if he doesn't, I've already communicated with Nano, and we also might be doing a live watch along. So maybe we'll just pop in and do a accommodation stream.
Is Leroy gonna have a free house?
Nano's got a free house too.
Yeah, there was no UFC last weekend, so you got to make some room, right?
No excuse, brother. No excuse.
There you go. All right, then, people. Yeah, come keep it locked with us. Like I said earlier on, make sure you drop in the notifications so you know when we're dropping content. So if there is a live tomorrow, you guys will find out about it. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And up until then, hasta la vista, people. We're out. Salute.
Peace.
What? You gay.
Hey guys, this is John Anik from the UFC. You're watching the Fight Week Show. Please subscribe. Not now, but right now. Subscribe to the Fight Week Show. We'll see you guys on the road soon.